Here is the vivo X300 Pro, the successor to my favorite camera smartphone of the year, the vivo X200 Pro. Now, if you ask me to pick a smartphone this year that takes photos without having to edit the photos and post into social media, it's not going to be the S25 Ultra, the iPhone, the Xiaomi, or the Pixel. It's definitely going to be the vivo X200 Pro. And right here is the successor to this device. Now, the question is it going to disappoint us or going to live up to the hype? You're going to find out. This is pretty much my first impressions and unboxing of the smartphone before I put it to use and probably make my review video in the future, maybe 2 weeks from now. Let's unbox it and see what we have within the box. Okay. Still pretty similar box as the X200 Pro. Let's keep these to the side. This is a smartphone, but let's keep it to the side, put it to the side and see other accessories and items from the box. So we have this TPU case, similar to what we got last year, pretty similar, but you get this USB cable. It's a Type A to Type C connector. There's this nice looking SIM ejector tool to show the SIM slots. A little bit of paperwork, just simple stuff in a couple languages. I can see just Chinese. I got this from China, so there's no English on here, and I'm not expecting to get Google services on here. I'd have to do that installation manually, like sideloading the apps or getting it from one of the stores. And here is the charger from the box. It's a 90-watt charger that is supposed to charge this device quickly. I think in about an hour, you get a 6150 milliamp hour battery for the global version, and I think about 5,000. I'll write the text if I missed it for the European version. And here's the smartphone in its goodness and glory. My first impressions on the camera bump, it looks a little bigger than the X200, but let's just unwrap this first. I'm going ahead of myself. Ooh, missed it. I think there are 4 colors with this smartphone. There's a black, there's a blue, there's a brown, and a white. This is the blue. So to this side, you get the volume rocker and the power button. This other side has probably an AI key or something. I don't know what this is. We're going to test it once we boot up. The bottom gives you the speaker grill, USB-C connection, the microphones, and also the SIM tray. So this is dual SIMs. When you buy these smartphones from China, you do not get the global version that come with eSIM compatibility, so it's just physical SIMs on here. I also got the 16GB version with 512 gigs of internal storage. Can you take a look at this camera cluster? You get 4 cameras on here. The flash LED at the top of this side. Up top is this other speaker grill. This looks really similar to the X200 Pro. About the same camera configuration, but the X200 Pro looks bigger. Another thing I just noticed is this has a matte finish at the back, and this is more like a mirror. Wow, greeted with Chinese. Let's see if there's a way to change this to English. Okay, pretty simple. Start origin OS, agree to the terms and conditions, which I definitely won't read, agree. This has an in-display fingerprint scanner, which I'm setting up right now. This is a shortcut button, which you can press, double press to turn on the flash LED, or single press to switch between silence and the active ringing mode on the smartphone. I don't know if you can change it actually or map it to something else, but we'll find that out later. Let's skip all this setup and get into the phone. Skip. So something I usually would do would be to test the cases from older generation devices to the newer ones. I don't think this would exactly work because the positioning of the LED flashlights are different, and also I think the extra buttons, but let's just check it out. X300 Pro case on the X200 Pro. It's a little bit difficult. Let's try this older one with the newer phone. Works, flash LEDs in the wrong direction now, and not exactly the size. Above the smartphone, we're seeing vivo X300 Pro, the Dimensity 9500 processor, 512 gigs of storage, 16GB of RAM, 6510 milliamp hour battery, like the global version, not the European version. On here is Android 16 and Origin OS 6. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below while I use and test this smartphone for the next week or so. Before giving you my full review on the smartphone, make sure you're tuned in to my channel on YouTube. Follow me on social media if you like what I do here. I'm gonna catch you in the next one.